Good evening. It's August 13th, 2020, and Village Board meeting is now called to order. If you would stand, Carl, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you very much. And I believe that this is our first time back in the boardroom since March of 2020. So it is nice to be back. We are rather distanced from each other, but we have a new microphone system, so I do believe that everyone will be able to hear this evening. So that is good. The first thing that I would like to do is to ask for public comment. Anyone wishing to speak may do so by emailing the village clerk or sending a message via Facebook during the meeting. I guess maybe we will be holding a short public session at the end if you're doing it during the meeting. But before? Okay. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait. If there's anybody who is sending in any questions?
I'm shutting my phone off. I'm not sending anything. For the record.
Okay. Then if there is no public comment tonight, then I'm sure that there will be at our next board meeting. So we will move now to the scheduled agenda for this evening. And the first item on the agenda is the approval of minutes, and there are two sets for us to consider. The first is June 25th, and the second one are the minutes for July 9th. Take an opportunity to look those over.
Yeah, I'd already talked to Heather about changing on the June 25th, the last motion there, because she had trustee Lauer on both for being moved and seconded. So she was just going to change that. Otherwise, that was it.
Gosh.
Okay, if there are no comments, additions, or deletions, then I'll ask for approval for the two meetings, June 25th and July 9th, Village Board meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Go ahead.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Next, we have our abstract, our approval of claims and warrants. There were a couple of questions that I had. The first one, Jake, is the tilt trailer for the roller, $4,900. Is that something that we now own?
Yes.
And
Yeah, that was part of the, it was on order for quite a time. We had a solar, and it was a built trailer for that. Thank you. And so that does work good. We'll be able to put up, once we declare the old one surplus, put that up for an auction or some sort of sale. Oh, and in fact, that was the new trailer that we used it not only for the roller, but we were going around there painting stop bars and crosswalks.
for the stop?
That was that trailer, yeah.
Okay, then I did see that. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
And I like the new paint
Yeah, that's neat.
for the stop bars as well.
Especially going to be nice at night when a lot of times we try to paint stop bars at night, when it's not as busy, and this one's electric, so we don't have the little gas motor running, so I'm sure everybody will be more happy with it too.
Couple things here. Not a big deal, this first one here, the weekly cleaning from Cintas. What are they exactly doing?
That's the uniforms, and those are taken out of the employees' clothing allowance. Typically, there is some part of it that's not. I'm trying to look where it is, but if there's one that's going to be A 800, that's a clothing line. The other one's going to be probably a 1620,
Yep.
like a 415 line or something. And that's going to be maintenance. That's cleaning supplies or soaps and things like that.
Okay.
But we limit, and mats too, the walkout mats there. Oh, there it is, right there in front of me.
I think this would be Heather. That's a good guess. Vinton Hungerford, bookkeeping support for 468.
I have a question for first card expense. About 3/4 of the way down for clothing. I see $598 for high visibility t-shirts. How many did we get? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was my only question when I went through.
My famous question is LMT computer. One charge on here. One charge on here for 1,064 for July IT support, which I think is high, but it's here nor there. Then I see them on here again for 118.25 July IT support.
VPNs.
Okay. And my last thing, this is probably up Jake's alley. Why I'm asking, it's kind of my alley. Those wipes and disinfectants from CCP Industries
Yes.
for 250, 150.
That's probably on the GG account. Yep. GG. Yep. 8130. Yep. That's the sewage treatment plant one. So I'm just getting there.
What kind are those, do you know, or what? I'm curious.
I'd have to pull out the bill. Did we bring the bills with us at all, or? So I'll look at that one and I'll scan it and send it.
They're baby wipes.
Yeah, they're probably big blue. A lot of times they're blue things, and then probably gallons of disinfectant things for down in the lab and down at the sewage treatment plant. So,
Okay. What's CCP stand for? Never heard of them, I'm just curious.
if you didn't ask me, I might have been able to. Something products. CC products.
All right, not a
I
big
forget
deal,
what it
get a
is,
chance.
but yeah.
Caption. I had one more question, and this is probably ahead of the season, and maybe you're being proactive, but it would be the 85-6400 leaf machine repair. I don't know if we're using a leaf machine now, but if you're being proactive, that's good.
Yeah, that was one that we had our leaf machine brought down to our old one. We brought down to I can't think of anything that you guys. It's in Massillon at the end of 350 North Star Electric, and they went through because the wiring was kind of um, interesting. It had been, we've had that one machine since like 1998, I want to say. So there's been about through over the years about 6 different experts that have wired it every time it needed something and changed something. So it got straightened right around, so it wasn't frying batteries anymore. It'll be our backup unit, but we also want to continue to maintain that one for spring cleanups, because spring cleanups are traditionally, although we've only done them a couple of years now, they're very popular, and they're a lot messier than regular leaf pickup, it seems like. So we want to make sure that we're putting that kind of wear and tear on our machine we're doing on the old one rather than that brand new beauty of the ODB machine we got. So
Makes sense.
Thank you.
yep, thanks.
Any other questions? All right, then I'll entertain a motion to pay the claims and warrants.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Trustee Buckey?
Aye.
Trustee Lancy?
Aye.
Trustee Alito?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Mayor Meyer?
Aye. And next we have a resolution authorizing the mayor or designee to sign the CDBG CV grant that the village was awarded to reline the sewer main along the Phillips Road corridor there near Xerox. So I believe that we're just looking for approval for me to sign the agreement. Grant, excuse me. And that is, has that gone out, Jake, yet to competitive bid?
Well, yeah, we're using, it's on the Monroe County bid, this KBI industry, or KBI. Yep, and this is about, it was in our budget for $102,000.
Right.
And I'm just looking, because I always get the second and third digit backwards. It's either 67.4 or 64.7. And I'm looking for it now, 67,410 of that 102. We were able to apply. If you recall, that was right at the beginning of the COVID stuff. There was a grant that had about a 5 or 6 day turnaround on it. So we were fortunate to be able to be awarded that grant and be able to do that necessary project with 60% of it covered.
Thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. So, okay. We'll do that tomorrow. So I'm looking for a resolution for approval for me to sign the grant regarding the relining of the main sewer main along Phillips Road.
We'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Trustee Lancy?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Buckey?
Aye.
Trustee Alito?
Aye.
Mayor Meyer?
Aye.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we have actually 2 resolutions. The first is authorizing the mayor to execute the Restore New York grant. That is part of this very large packet that you all have. And the disbursement of funds may occur after the ESD receives the grant funds and receives one fully executed CDA and all required documentations in the form acceptable to the ESD. Okay. So looking for, first of all, the approval to execute the Restore New York grant. I'm not going to read that whole thing of 100 pages. Maybe we could tie them together. Can we tie them together, Don?
Exhibits to the state's grant disbursement agreement, there's a whole
don't think you can see it, but it's posted all over everywhere.
Right, and it's on our website, it's, Facebook, it's, on the towns.
Oh, it's actually on our Facebook page too, so
Right. Okay, so,
I tried.
we're looking for, public to tune in, learn about, our project as well as the proposed, regional one, and, your comments. Okay. Anything else this evening? If not, then I
Mayor
will.
Byers, sorry, would we be able to go into an executive session? I want to ask Donna what the. You said no. Oh, sorry.
No, that's,
Oh, I was like, what? To discuss an employee matter.
gotta be more specific.
I know, but about well, I don't want to say,
Telling me how to do your phrasing wrong. Yeah, that one.
yes, sorry. About,
Yeah, that's all you have to say.
Then I will entertain a motion to, before we adjourn, go into a executive session concerning the promotion or demotion of a particular individual.
thank you.
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Abolito?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer? Trustee Belkane? Trustee Lancy? Mayor Byers?
All right.